of a potential NFL stadium in Las Vegas comes down to votes. 13 Action News political analyst John RALSTON is here. We're looking at how politics could all go down before a stadium ever goes up.
Right, there's only one group of people here that can actually cast the votes to make this happen, or at least send it to the NFL. It's not that stadium committee, but they have to get it through that committee. So, do they have the votes in either of those places? Well, today I'd say the answer is no and maybe. The committee is not mostly elected officials, only two, Steve Sisolak and Carolyn Goodman. Now, Mayor Goodman badly wants the stadium, especially on Cashman Field, but she seems unconcerned with the public money aspect, $750 million. Commissioner Sisolak seems very concerned, but he also clearly wants the committee to be a success. The other members are gaming company reps who may not want the hassle of taking on one of the richest guys in the world, that's Sheldon Adelson. Only MGM Resorts has even made murmurs of dissent, but they say they're supportive. So, could this be voted out next week? Wouldn't surprise me at all. But then the hard part comes, the legislature. The Sands say the votes are there. They said that again today, and it's hard to bet against a guy who's flooded the system with campaign contributions. But anything can happen in a special session, and Democrats have signaled they may demand concessions to get their votes. This gets partisan. Getting to the 2/3 of votes needed for a tax increase will be dicey. Don't forget, this is a tax increase, almost 1% on the room tax. And lawmakers, Steve, will have to justify that right before the election. So the question is, will the governor bring them up?
Right, and no politician in their right mind wants to ever vote for a tax increase. However, this is one of those deals where they're saying, okay, this is going to go on the tourists, and it's one of those situations where this could be the only shot Las Vegas has for something like this into the foreseeable future. Do you think there's that kind of pressure?
I think there is, and I think that is how the Sands has played this, and they've done a very good job of that, saying, listen, this chance isn't going to come along again, and if we don't get this in front of the NFL owners by January when they meet, they lose a year, and then it could fall apart.
And that puts Las Vegas in a different tier of cities if this happens.
That's right.
So,
exactly.
Thanks, John.
You bet.
Tricia.